Marvel Studios and James Gunn have officially parted ways after the release of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and James is over on the DCU side now, making a last-ditch effort to save the DC brand. Which of course means that now he can talk about some of the problems he had with the MCU. So let's hear him throw shades at Avengers Infinity War. Man, how about that iconic Star-Lord helmet, right? Yeah, it's awesome looking. And how about those awesome boot jetpacks Star-Lord has? Both could have come in handy multiple times. Yeah, James Gunn wishes he could have used them, but he couldn't. So James Gunn was just replying to people in regards to why his helmet wasn't in this. And essentially he says, well, if you look at the choices they made in Infinity War and Endgame, yeah, the helmet's gone. And when it's brought up that the helmet is semi-destroyed in Volume 2, he says, yeah, but there was an idea he had to bring it back, but they brought it back and then destroyed it again. So he felt like it would be redundant to do it again. So ultimately, the helmet is not in there, and it just doesn't exist, along with those boots. Just can't use them because of story problems and what other directors and writers made for choices that limited what he wanted to do. So I got a couple ways of looking at this. To me personally, I get what he's saying, but honestly, I don't really mind the fact that he's not wearing the helmet. Like, to me, when he was more ragtag and on his own, sort of, it kind of made sense. He's hiding his face. You know, he's trying to really, I guess, hide from everybody, right? But now he builds up relationships and a family. He doesn't need to wear it all the time. He knows that the other Guardians will be there to help him. He's sort of in a different position in his life and his time out in space. So I kind of get this, from a story standpoint at least, but it does bug me that, you know, they couldn't really, like, find a clever way to bring it back. And we saw before, like, he had the helmet, and then, you know, it's like one of these apparatuses that just sort of appears on his head, right? Like, he can just tap a button and it just appears. They could have evolved the helmet. They could have given him a new one, more comic book style one, I think, but ultimately they decided not to. I think it worked for the story, but I'm a little bummed that we didn't see it. But hey, who knows? Maybe in the future it'll come back. Probably give him some, I don't know, Stark Tech helmet or something when he comes back.